Hello everybody and welcome to Rigs of Rod's semi-realistic point series. My name is Preston Vieira and tonight we close out round 7 of competition. Tonight we're back on the Golden Days tour, but we're making our season 3 debut in Houston, Texas. Our full roster of RORSRPS All Stars are here ready to take on the top 7 from last week's show. Who will break the top 8 tonight is anyone's guess. Don't forget, RORSRPS is a sign-up series and you don't even need Rigs of Rods to get in on the action. Always check the comments under the week's freestyle video to see what trucks are available for sign-ups after the show. Leave your name and Instagram if you have one to lock in your truck for the season. It is one truck per person though, so choose wisely. And one last thing before we get started, RORSRPS Season 3 trading cards commemorate every truck and driver featured this season in randomized packs of 7. You can check them out and get your hands on them at RORSRPS.com. And when you get 4 packs or more, you get 25% off your purchase automatically. Whether you're searching for your favorites, looking for limited editions, finding your own, or collecting them all, we got them only at RORSRPS.com. Now though, let's jump into the action, starting with a look at our racing bracket for the night. And kicking off the racing bracket, we have Trevor Goldberg in Max D facing off against new sign-up Sonny Engelhart in Axe. Then it's ThunderROARus Colt Stevens taking on Giovanna in Megalodon Fire, followed by Armando, Castro, and El Toro Loco Ice taking on Bakugan Dragonoid. Ryan Anderson behind the wheel this time. Josh Tonkin in Son of a Digger is going to take on George 20D10 in Chillin Villain. Then it's Dawson Rayas in Shake Me facing off against Tristan in JCB Dig-A-Tron. Camden Murphy in Classroom Crusher is going to take on Legendary Jer in the Liberator. Then it's Shane Lake in Gravedigger taking on ex-teammate EJ Hayden in Fortnite Behemoth. And closing out round 1, it's Devin Barber in Avenger taking on Medusa. Of course, behind the wheel of Medusa, we have a few trucks that are our all-stars here on RORSRPS. They earn that title, if you're new here, by taking a world championship or a tour championship in the past 2 seasons. Coming out first with the reigning two-wheel skills championship from World Finals 2, Trevor Goldberg in Max D. He's going to be on your right, taking on new sign-up Sonny Engelhart in Axe. He signed up last show when Axe. Chris Kohler behind the wheel back then took a top 7 spot and earned a spot here on the Golden Days tour for this week. We'll see how Sonny does taking over the wheel for his first show of the season. Already, Axe has some season points behind him from the Tryouts Tour show last week. Axe just needs a solid show to break the top 8 and keep it moving. Top 8 refers to top 8 overall for tonight only, and only the Tryouts Tour competitors from last week will continue moving on week by week if they break that top 7. We'll see what happens here tonight as we're staged for our first race. We're going green. Over the line for the first time, Sonny Engelhart in Axe does have a little bit of a lead right now. Trevor Goldberg coming back around that first turn to the final jump here to the line. It is Sonny Engelhart in Axe locking down his first racing win of the night, taking out a tough competitor. We just saw him do really well in Detroit, actually making it up into the Dubby final round. Trevor Goldberg in Max D. He's done here tonight in round 1. Colt Stevens and ThunderROARus coming out next. Giovanna in Megalodon Fire going to be on your left for this one. Giovanna has not had the season she really wants. And I mean, you can say that for season 2 as well, though she did start out with some success in the second season following her World Racing Championship in season 1. We'll see if she can make it back up into glory once again. Starting here tonight, we're kind of well into the second half of the season. Show 7 out of 10 here on the Golden Days tour. She needs to start a comeback if it's gonna happen. We're going green to kick off our second race. To our first turn, look at the turn from Giovanna, a beautifully tight turn there. It is Colt Stevens still with the lead right now though. Giovanna, another tight one. Colt Stevens is in the running though, to the line. It's Giovanna Megalodon Fire. What a race there between the two. Lockstep the entire race around those turns. Giovanna, I would say, had a better first turn than Colt, but both of them lightning fast here in Houston. It is Giovanna moving on to round 2. Look at this, the debut of El Toro Loco Ice with this 2025 body and scheme. Yes, we kept the flames. I'm sorry to those of you who don't like it, but hey, it is what it is. Armando going to be on your right for this one. Ryan Anderson back behind the wheel of Bakugan Dragonoid for the second show in a row. Son of a Digger is taken by one of our All-Stars, Josh Tonkin. In Son of a Digger this season and last season. Took the Tour Championship on the biggest and baddest tour and took the fastest qualifier and racing championship at World Finals 2. We'll see how Ryan does in Bakugan tonight, taking on Armando Castro, a solid racer in Season 3. Armando, another one of those RORSRPS All Stars. Ryan with a big slide there. And that might be a 5-second penalty. I shouldn't even say might be. That is a 5-second penalty for Ryan Anderson. It doesn't really matter, though. Armando Castro with a major lead over the line there after that massive mistake from Ryan Anderson. Armando, our last chance qualifier in the World Finals last season. If you haven't seen it, check it out. We are celebrating 1,000 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who is new here, who subscribed recently. This is going to be a lot of fun for the rest of the season. We got the World Finals coming up pretty soon. Again, 7 out of 10 shows already locked down for both of our tours now, including tonight. Josh Tonkin, Son of a Digger, coming out on your right. He's going to be facing off against George 20D10 in Chillin Villain, earning once again a spot here on the Golden Days Tour. If you don't know, he was a competitor in the first show of the season, managed to break the top 7 over there, make it to the Golden Days Tour, didn't break the top 8 there. So we'll see what happens here tonight. If he can do it once again, get back to the tryouts tour, keep his run going, or will Josh Tonkin have a turn of fate here? He's been struggling in racing and freestyle all season long. He is holding a little bit of a lead right now on George 20D10 to the line there. Looks like, yes, Josh Tonkin, Son of a Digger, gets the official call there. And George 20D10 goes down here in racing. We know he's going to bring the heat in freestyle, though. He always does, especially fighting that truck that manages to take plenty of nosedives. That's just RORSRPS lore here, if you don't know. Just in England, JCB Dig-A-Tron coming out on your left, taking on Dawson Rayas in Shake Me, Shake Me. 3 racing titles behind him so far this season. He wants to take another one here tonight. Will he is the question. JCB Dig-A-Tron, Tristan England, another truck that was present in our first show of the season, but he wasn't able to get onto the Golden Days Tour. Just last show, he finally managed to do it. He's here making his Golden Days Tour debut. We'll see if he can knock out a multi-time racing champion this season. Around that first turn, Tristan really tight clipping that massive step-up ramp. We'll see if he can get that under control. Maybe hold the lead to the line. No, maybe. Oh my goodness, another photo finish there. Waiting on the call. Tristan England, JCB Dig-A-Tron, does lock down a round 1 win. Wow. What a race between the two, down to the wire here in Houston, Texas tonight, NRG Stadium, getting a performance for sure. Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher, with his debut mate, Legendary Jer, in the Liberator. The Liberator and Classroom Crusher have both been here since Atlanta won earlier this season. I don't remember in this moment if that was round 4 or 5, but nonetheless, they've been here with each other this entire time. Now they're facing off in round 1, deciding who will move on and get a shot at that Dubby Racing title later on tonight. We're going green. Launching off that starting line. Let's see who's going to take it. Oh, a great turn from Camden Murphy, nice and tight. But Legendary Jer is right there with him. A little wider doesn't necessarily matter. Over the jump for the final time. It's another photo finish, but Legendary Jer, the Liberator, getting the call on that one. The Liberator will be moving on tonight. Shout out to GTA. Shout out to Legendary Jer for claiming that one. Legendary Jer has been on fire, and so was Trevor Phillips when he was piloting the truck earlier this season. Shane Lake, record holder on the channel. Gravedigger gonna be on your right. EJ Hayden, ex-tourmate in Fortnite Behemoth. These two were on the exact same tour, exact same team last season on the All-Star Challenge Tour, where Team Thunder and Team Mayhem faced off. Both of these drivers were on Team Thunder. Both of these drivers made it to the World Finals, and EJ Hayden was not a slouch in the regular season or at the World Finals. We'll see what happens with a new truck for EJ. We're going green. EJ claimed this truck last show when it broke the top 7. Making his driving debut this season, this truck was fast in Costa Rica. We'll see if he can keep it up. Follow in the footsteps of Peely last show. To the line, it is going to be EJ Hyde and Fortnite Behemoth. Moving on to round 2, knocking out the record holder for season points here on the channel. 203 points last season. All earned by Shane Lake in a single season. So that is nice, man. That is a lot of points, but we have some trucks well on their way this season, including Shane Lake once again. Devin Barber in Avenger coming out on your right, debuting that bright green S10 body. He's going to be taking on Medusa, of course, behind the wheel of Medusa, the freestyle champion from our last Golden Days show in Detroit. We'll see if she can lock down a racing championship next. We know in season 1 she was incredible behind the wheel in both competitions, taking multiple wins in the season. I believe 7 out of the 10 shows, at least one of those competitions were a win by Medusa, and one of those was definitely a double down. She is all over the place right now. Devin Barber with a lead going into our final turn. To the line, who's gonna take it? Medusa sloppy once again with a 5-second penalty there. Devin Barber in Avenger gets across the line first. Look at him. Oh my goodness. He is hype, man. Pulling out a Pablo Huffaker from, what was that, World Finals 2, World Finals 3? Oh man, he's on to round 2 though, knocking out our reigning freestyle champion here on the tour. If you're enjoying racing so far, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Let me know with a like and a comment down below. We got new shows every Saturday. You can check us out on Instagram for extra content, including early access to the week's racing bracket, pit party pictures, and more. And of course, check us out on RORSRPS.com for our Season at 3 trading cards. If you sign up and are named as a driver, you have at least one card in your name. Some trucks get multiple depending on the bodies and schemes run. Axe is going to take on Megalodon in the Team Scream face-off. We got El Toro versus Son of a Digger. JCB Dig-A-Tron is going to take on the Liberator, and Fortnite Behemoth will face off against Avenger. At the bottom of the bracket, coming out to the track, like I said, the Team Scream face-off. Giovanna Hayes, Megalodon Fire with that CRC chassis. Axe here on your right with that Team Scream chassis. We'll see who will come to the line first. Sonny Engelhart here to lock down his first racing championship for the season. Same goes for the name Axe. Axe did not take a win last show. We'll see if he can do it this time as we're staged. We're green for round 2. Over the line, it is Megalodon Fire with the whole shot. Giovanna Hayes looking good right now in a great turn. Maybe her luck is changing. She might be able to get it across the line first. We'll see if Sonny can lock it down. Giovanna Hayes is all over the place there. But the official call is Giovanna Hayes. She must have got both of those front tires up the ramp. Sonny going down here in round 2. Giovanna gonna stick around tonight. Armando, Castro, and El Toro Loco. Ice on your right. Gonna be taking on Josh Tonkin and Son of a Digger. We'll see who can get across the line first. 2 bright blue trucks here tonight. Of course, Son of a Digger, primarily black. Nonetheless, we got those bright blue flames and a bright blue chassis. We're going green. Let's see who can take it. 2 racing winners from the World Finals 2 last season. Josh Tonkin, the racing champion. Armando, the last chance qualifier racing champion. To the line here tonight, it is gonna be Josh Tonkin, it looked like to me. Let's see the official call. Josh Tonkin, Son of a Digger, yes, does pull a slingshot, pulls out a Tom Mintz there and gets across the line. Look at him celebrating too with that official call, throwing in a little bicycle to stoppy attempt there for the fans. Good thing he didn't damage the truck though. Tristan England, JCB Dig-A-Tron coming out on your right. He's going to be facing off against legendary Jer in the Liberator, well living up to his name after his freestyle championship last show in San Jose, Costa Rica. We'll see if he can follow that up with a Dubby Racing Championship here tonight in Houston, Texas. That American flag making a name for itself in a different country, but definitely here on American soil too, but no wins to his name here on American soil. We'll see what happens as we come around the first turn nice and tight from legendary Jer. Can he lock down another advancement into the next round? Around that final turn, Tristan England keeping up but behind. Legendary Jer in the Liberator going to move on to the semifinals tonight. Tristan England done here in round 2. Coming out next, our final race of round 2. Devin Barber in Avenger on your left. EJ Hayden, Fortnite Behemoth on your right. He made that thing continue to look fast last round. We'll see if he can keep that going. Taking on someone who's been relatively solid in racing this season. I mean, last season he wasn't necessarily bad, but didn't take any racing wins. This season, he's been in the running a couple times. Definitely show one. He made it into the Dubby final round. We'll see if he can lock down another final round appearance tonight. Starting here in round 2. Big slide there from EJ Hayden. He is out super wide. Can he come back is the question. Devin, not necessarily the tightest either, but he's getting a lot of speed to the line, and he is gonna hold it. Devin Barber in Avenger. Look at him with a bicycle here. Able to set it down and keep that truck on all 4 BKTs as we move on to the semifinals. Megalodon Fire is gonna take on Son of a Digger, Josh Tonkin. Then we got the Liberator taking on Avenger. We have a shot here at a Team Scream face-off in the Dubby final round. Can we get it is the question. I am definitely looking forward to that. Josh Tonkin, nothing against him, man, but he hasn't had the season in the racing competition to really justify a final round appearance. I guess the same could be said for Giovanna Hayes in Megalodon Fire, though, a one-time substitution this season. We'll see if she can lock down her first Dubby final round appearance here in the racing competition. Houston, Texas is definitely getting a show one way or another, no matter who makes it out of this round. Both trucks staged. Let's go green for the semis. Tonkin tucking it into the turn off the line. You see those wheels turn, getting that nose pointed into the turn very early. We'll see if that helps him. Around that final turn, Giovanna out wide. A slide from Giovanna. It is Josh Tonkin, Son of a Digger, coming back there. I can't say coming back. I'm not 100% sure who was leading. They were very close around that final turn, but to the line, yes, Josh Tonkin, Son of a Digger. Devin Barber in Avenger coming out on your left, taking on Legendary Jer in the Liberator. We'll see. Tonight may be the night for Legendary Jer to lock down his first Dubby Racing Championship this season. He's showed some promise in the racing competition, but so has Devin this season. Let's see who can take it to the line here tonight. Around that first turn, Devin Barber tucking it really tight on the exit. They are in lockstep. Legendary Jer maybe a slight lead around the final turn and to the line. I think that was Devin Barber. Yes! Devin Barber in Avenger, taking it to the line here tonight. Another photo finish and another slingshot to the line from the left side of your screen. And the 2 slingshotters going head-to-head in that Dubby final round. That's how you know this is going to be an insane final race. Here they come, your Dubby final round competitors. And of course, it is all fueled by Dubby Energy. Shout out to the channel partner. Check them out, guys. Dubby.gg on the internet or on any social media. They have some delicious energy powders, including the all-new Japanese yuzu flavor, as well as the s'mores flavor, which is totally unique. I've never seen a s'mores energy powder. My flavor of the day, though, is the Japanese soda. Once again, absolutely delicious. Whatever your preference is as far as flavors go, check them out at Dubby.gg. They have all kinds of flavors over there. Some unique ones, some relatively common ones that you can wrap your mind around. They're delicious. Check them out, guys, and they are clean, jitterless energy. No fillers, no artificial dye, no sugar, no carbs. You can get 10% off using code RORSRPS at checkout. Tell them we sent you. Avenger, Devin Barber on your left. Josh Tonkin, Son of a Digger, on your right, as we get staged and ready to go to crown our Dubby Racing champion tonight. We're staged. Let's go green. Into our first turn. It looks like Devin Barber was the first one to tuck into it. Coming out of it, it is Josh Tonkin and Son of a Digger. Around our final turn, Devin out a little wide. Josh Tonkin. Wow. What a finish. Yes, it is Josh Tonkin finally claiming a Dubby Racing Championship this season. Has his luck changed, and can he lock down a Dubby double down? I don't want to get too ahead of him or too ahead of myself, but it is definitely possible. We already have one Dubby double down this season. Matthew Hood in Bulldozer. Josh Tonkin, definitely not a slouch. He's just facing a lot of gremlins this season. We'll see if he can tame them here tonight. He's already done so here in the racing competition as he celebrates and gives the fans what they want to see, man. Josh Tonkin once again, finally, a Dubby Racing champion. One last look at that beautiful Son of a Digger truck. Josh Tonkin and the Son of a Digger team take great care of that thing. Always looks in tip-top shape, and tonight is no exception. Let's get a look at the points adjusted for tonight's racing competition. Max D still leads overall for the season for this group. 138, Gravedigger 115, Shake Me 113, and Avenger with 90. Coming up in 5th place, not far from the top 4, but still needing some work. Son of a Digger 87, El Toro Loco 84, ThunderROARus with 74, and Classroom Crusher right there with ThunderROARus with 72, and that's big from a Tryouts Tour competitor. The Liberator with 67, again big. Medusa 52, Megalodon 50, and Chillin Villain with 20 on his 4th show of the season, halfway through it tonight. Fortnite Behemoth 16, same for Bakugan, Dragonoid, JCB, Dig-A-Tron with 15 right there in the fight, and Axe, Sonny Engelhart in the bottom spot right now for tonight with 13. We'll see if he can come back in freestyle. If you enjoyed racing, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, let me know with a comment down below. Stick around, freestyle's coming up either automatically at the end of the live stream, or click on that end card and it'll take you straight over there. Check out RORSRPS on Instagram for extra content, including early access to the week's racing bracket, pit party pictures, and more. And of course, check us out on RORSRPS.com for our Season 3 trading cards. There are a lot of cards that have, sign-up names, but there are a lot of cards that have official driver names on them as well, so they'd be great for pit parties and getting autographs and signatures. Check out Dubby Energy, the channel partner when it comes to everything energy here on the channel. It is all fueled by Dubby Energy. 1 cup in the morning gets me going through all the editing, commentary, graphic design, whatever you can think of, truck design, track design, everything. It is all Dubby Energy. Thank you guys so much for tuning into racing. Stick around. Freestyle in Houston, Texas, coming at you right now.